Welcome to Sin Bin Stream. Today in MLB action, we start out with the San Diego Padres at Philadelphia Phillies. On this fine Thursday afternoon. All right, let's get an audio check. All right, we're good on Twitch. All right, we'll check out YouTube in a minute here. All right. Let's check the audio. Should be good. All right, let me fix my chat. That's always an issue on my Android tablet. There we go. All right, we're finally ready. We're on the Phillies broadcast. This is available on Peacock. All right. We'll stay on the Phillies broadcast for now. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's go through. What are they saying? Longest single season scoreless inning streaks. Christopher Sanchez, 50 2/3. Since 1893, Hershiser 59, Drysdale 58, Walter Johnson 55 2/3, and Combs was ahead. So he's in the top 5 of scoreless inning streaks. Wow. I think they're talking about last night. Wheeler to take the mound for the Phillies today. For San Diego, Tati Jr., Sheets, Machado, France, Merrill, Bogarts, Andujar, the DH, Fermin, and Johnson. And for San Diego, Giolito, the pitcher for the Padres. He'll face Schwarber leading off as the DH. Turner, Harper, Marsh, Bohm, Stott, Realmuto, Garcia, and Crawford. All right, pardon any mispronunciations. All right, Wheeler, 4-1 record on the season so far. Just a reminder, first pitch in a couple minutes, one more commercial break. All right, 4-1, 2.27 ERA, 7 games, all starts, no saves, 43 2/3 innings pitched, and 40 strikeouts, a whip of .85. And in his 4-1 record, he's given up 11 runs, all earned on 28 hits, 5 of them home runs, 1 hit batsman, 9 walks, none intentional. Again, 40 strikeouts. Opponent batting average 183 for Zach Wheeler. And for Lucas Giolito, he's 2-0, 4.97 ERA, 3 games, all starts, 12 2/3, 6 strikeouts, 1.74 whip. Again, in his 2-0 record, he's given up 7 runs, all earned on 10 hits, 2 of them home runs, a hit batsman, 12 walks, none intentional. Again, 6 strikeouts, and opponent's batting average 227. All right. And we'll have other games to check in on in a half hour. Orioles, Red Sox, Guardians, Yankees, and then in just over an hour, Giants, Brewers on a Thursday afternoon. So the Phillies have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series. Believe they were both score was 3-2 in both of them on Tuesday and Wednesday. Rest of the league plays 6:15 or later. Blue Jays Braves at 6:15. Hope you enjoy this live stream, and we will be back tonight. We'll have Golden Knights at the Vegas Golden Knights at the Carolina Hurricanes. Game 2. Vegas leads the series 1-0. All right, looks like we're about set to start. Again, I don't have the brown and yellow hat. This is the only Padres hat I thought was decent. I've had this hat a while when they were using it before they went back retro. Oh, I see the closed captions are working. I put those on. So, yeah. Hopefully that's not automatic. Oh, no. I may have to turn that off. Is there any way to turn that off? Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Does that automatically come up? There's no way to turn it off? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, shoot. All right, I'll have to remember to turn that off. I thought it would only show if you turned it on. Maybe it's just my tablet. I'm checking my phone. I don't see it. All right, I'll have to look into that later. First pitch. Lined into right on the run and a catch for out number 1. Good play in right field by Garcia. And the Phillies aren't wearing these hats. They're wearing the old like maroon color with the light blue. Looks like the 80s 80s throwbacks. All right, I don't think I'm going to turn on captions then in the future. Huh, I can't turn it off. Actually, I might be able to. Strike 1, top of the zone. I'll look during the inning break. Fouled it off, 0-2. Oh, no, I can't turn that off. Oh, man. Outside and upstairs, 1-2, sinker 88. Oh boy. All right, pardon me. I won't ever do this again. If you're seeing the captions, I apologize. I thought you would have to turn them on. Fouled off a 4-seam, 97. So Machado, the hitter. Sheets, the hitter. Tatis, line to right. Machado on deck. Sheets swung on and missed. Strike 3. Quickly 2 up, 2 down. Nobody on. For the Padres in the top of the first. Oh, man. Gosh darn it. That's not what I want. Takes the strike. 0-1. 4-seam. 97. Machado, 172 hitter. Woof. Wheeler, the right-hander, set. Machado, righty. Righty versus righty. Right down the middle, 4-seam. 97. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Got him looking. Strike three. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Phillies coming to bat. Schwarber, Turner, Harper due up. Dang it. I'll see if I can turn this off. All right. Man, how do I... Well, I think I'm going to have to delete the hockey game tonight and re-add it then. Oh, man. All right. Sorry about that. Did not mean to turn on captions without them being... I don't know. I can't seem to figure out how to turn it off on my tablet. But... And I can't turn it off for the... Yeah. All right. I'll have to look into that later. Apologies. I did not want to have captions up for the whole game.
We're just waiting for the Padres to head into the bullpen. The Padres bullpen today is led by former Phil A.J. Ellis. He is slid into the bullpen because their normal pitching coach is out at a graduation.
All right. First pitch.
Schwarber stands in, takes a strike from Lucas Giolito.
Giolito. All right. 0-1 the count. Schwarber hitting .233. Takes another one. That is 1-1. That second pitch. Slider. Oh, sorry. Swinging strike. No, that's... Oh, it is 0-2. They put 1-1. Fouled it off. 0-2. I swear the Phillies broadcast had 1-1 instead of 0-2. Giolito delivers way upstairs. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. Giolito delivers against the lefty Schwarber. Oh, he lines one into right field for a leadoff single. Phillies runner at first. Nobody out. First hit of the ball game. All right. Yeah, I see it on my desktop and on my tablet, but not on my phone. Darn it. Sorry about that. Fouled off. 0-1. Slider, 83. Hitter is Turner, 228. Swung on and missed a 76-mile-per-hour curveball, 0-2. All right, here's the pitch. Grounded to short, over to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. So 1 out, fielder's choice. 6-4, 6-4 on the putout. Schwarber erased. And Turner takes his place at first. Bryce Harper is the third hitter for the Phillies. Here's the first pitch, lined into right. Sliding catch made. Throw to first, and they're going to double him off. They assumed that was a hit. They assumed wrong. Fly to right, 9, and then throw to, I'm assuming, the second baseman, not the first baseman. Quickly, we're done with the first. We head to the top of the first. No score, 1 hit. France, Merrill, Bogarts due up for the Padres. All right. Again, apologies on the closed captioning. My bad. That was a mistake. I'll see if I can figure it out, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it. Damn it. Let me see. Yeah. Customization. Dang, yeah. Why is that not? Yep. All right. Well, I'm never going to turn on closed captioning again. I apologize. Upstairs. Evens the count, 1-1. All right. France, the cleanup hitter, hitting 291 for the Padres. Righty versus righty. Wheeler delivers outside a four-seam, 96 miles per hour. France, 291, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs in 40 games. 18 RBI. Outside, four-seam, 96. 3-1 the count. Peter, what's up with you? Hope you're doing all right. I forgot who let me know something in another chat. But I'm good, thanks. Sorry about the captions. Fouled off, full count, 3-2. I thought you'd be able to turn them off. Seems like it's not mobile, at least not on my iPhone, but it's on desktop and tablet. Way outside, ball 4. Bounced one back to the wall behind home plate, the backstop. Who do I have winning? I have no idea. Haven't covered the Padres all year. Phillies already won the first 2. Phillies are at home. Yeah, I don't know. Wheeler is the better pitcher, so I guess probably the Phillies. Swung on and missed. Merrill, a four-seam, 96, is behind 0-1. Jackson Merrill. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Peter McPeter. And I don't know, somebody said you were either in the hospital or went to the doctor. I thought it was Brick. Foul down the line. I guess it could have been another Peter McPeter. Fudge beat the Padres. 0-2 the count. That was just foul. Nearly hit the fair pole. The shadow was close. Yeah, it was about 3 seats wide. All right, maybe it was a different Peter McPeter. At least, hopefully you're doing all right. I don't know. Somebody mentioned it in another chat, I guess. Not ours, so I'm glad you checked in to clear it up. I think it was Brick or Fish. I don't remember. It was one of the mods, one of the ones that's been around a while. Upstairs, ball 1. That was a 4-seam 95. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed at a 4-seam 96. Strike 3. 1 out. Padres have a runner at first on a walk. All right, something is up with YouTube Live Control Panel. I'm going to have to look at this. I don't know what is going on. Four-seam, 97, strike 1, taken. Top of the zone. Oh, okay, so it was... Oh, sorry about your kidney infection. Okay, well, hopefully you're doing all right. Popped it up on the infield. Who has it? The shortstop behind the mound for out number 2. All right, I need to edit again. Gosh, I'm never turning on these... Customization, which I can't touch. Oh, that's how you do the redirect. I'll have to figure that out. All right. Strike 1. All right, sorry. I'm still trying to figure some stuff out. I messed something up. YouTube has changed a lot recently. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 94 mile per hour 4-seam. There. Okay. So I can't... I don't know. I can't set up stuff the way it used to be. It's very strange. Righty versus righty. Andujar, the hitter, fouls off a 4-seam 98. Andujar hitting 264. The DH for the Padres today. Yeah, I don't have the Phillies old one with the P and the baseball in the middle like they wore in the 80s, which they're wearing today. Splitter 88 fouled off. 2 outs, 0-2 count. Runner at first on a walk. Knicks or nuts winning the NBA wouldn't help. Yeah, I don't follow the NBA. I tried. It's just not my cup of tea. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Or did he foul it off? Nope, 1-2 the count. They called it a ball. I think it hit the catcher's glove, then the dirt is what happened. I got fooled on that. All right, Andujar, the 7th place hitter for the Padres. Here's the pitch. Popped it up. Foul territory. Catcher, first baseman. First baseman gets it in the warning track near the dugout. Bryce Harper secures the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits. They leave one on a walk. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. The Phillies sending up Marsh, Bohm, and Stott. I hope I'm saying B-O-H-M correctly. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Again, I apologize for the captioning. I will never do that again. I thought it would be Hey, Bon, what's up? Thank you. And hello, Peter. Yeah, I would think the Phillies would be favored in this one just due to the pitching matchup, but that's just a guess. Kidney infection on the men. Don't know who in the chat would know. Maybe yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. So I think it was Brick. Yep. Yep. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I have kidney stones. I don't know if I ever said that. So I had them broken up, but I never passed them. But fortunately, I've never really had pain associated with it. I'm just a stone farmer. Nuts winning wouldn't help. Well, it's only one game. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I don't know. I may have to just keep an eye on the MLB package, and maybe I'll buy the package and do Blue Jays games or something. I don't know. I may have to abandon Friday night WNBA. It has not been doing well. I'll give it another shot, but I don't know. All right, we're back. Bottom of the second. Marsh, the left fielder, hitting 423 versus fastballs. Holy cow. Giolito with the pitch. Upstairs, a curveball, 76. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. In there, strike called on a curveball, 74. Notice no fastballs. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry you had kidney stones too. Here's the pitch. Oh, on the inside edge of the plate, 92 mile per hour four seam. Got it. Looking 1-2. I swear the Padres uniforms look like they work for Brown's Chicken, especially the old curved yellow thing in the middle. They don't have those on. Fouled off. Still 1-2. I mean, they're old ones. It's just the yellow SD on the brown hat, but ugh. I've never liked these unis. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on a slider, 82. Strike 3. 1 away. Bohm the hitter. And we'll listen up. Yeah, that was right down the middle. We're on the Phillies broadcast, by the way. Bohm. Okay, it is Bohm. I think I was right. Righty versus righty. He chases a slider low and outside, 83 miles an hour. 207 hitters, 6 home runs, 24 RBI in 57 games. Way upstairs, four seam, 91, evens the count, 1-1. All right, here's the pitch. Low, a changeup in the dirt. 2-1, 79 on the changeup. Hey, Wales, what's up? In the dirt. 3-1 the count. Wait, what? Taylor? I hadn't heard that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Right down the middle. Strike 2. That is shocking. He was pretty young, I thought. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that, Fighting Whales. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 and a full count pitch. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts. Struck out swinging. Yeah, sorry. I'll catch up on the oh my goodness. Yeah, no, he was a good guy. Detroit think he was mostly a Detroit fan. I could be wrong. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, lost touch with him. Four-seam, 92, strike one. Yeah, he had come to Chicago, too. He wanted me to meet up for a drink. I didn't. I was streaming. I should have done it. That's sad. In the dirt, 1-1. Yeah, I miss his old... speaking of which, we are watching on Peacock in honor of Taylor. Way upstairs, he looped one over everybody. All right. In honor of Taylor. Oh, no. Oh, man, that is sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. 3-1. Gosh darn it. Check out where this pitch went. They don't even have it in the zone here. That's how high it was. Right there. Strike two. 91 on a four-seam. Full count. 2 outs. Nobody on. I'm not going to highlight the last one. Whoever wants to see it can read it. I'll highlight everything else, but thoughts and prayers for him and his family, friends, close to loved ones. Liner to left, that's in for a hit. Oh, 2-out hit. And the Phillies have a runner at first. Here in the bottom of the second. Again, I apologize if you're seeing closed captions. I did not know you couldn't turn them off. So I will never do that again. Real Muto. Hitting seventh. Takes one. I thought it caught the outside edge of the plate. They called it a ball. 84. Yep, they could have appealed that. A slider, 84. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Righty. Matchup. Takes on the outside edge of the plate. 1-1. A changeup. 80 miles per hour. Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, I think he was mostly a Detroit fan. I can't remember what other teams he rooted for. All right, righty. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. With 2 outs and a runner at first. Real Muto down in the count. 1-2. 20 pitches. Oh, did they not have the pitch total? Wait, 29. Why did it say 20? Maybe this inning alone. I think that's what it is. Outside, 2-2. Missed. Stott, the runner at first on a 2-out single to left. And the Packers. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Upstairs, 92. I should have met him in Chicago. It's so hard to get there from the suburbs, and I'm so focused on streaming as much as I can. And righty versus righty. Swung on and missed. Strike three. 4 up. All struck out the side is what I'm trying to say. A 2-out hit was it. They no runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. We head to the top of the third. Still no score. Due up is Fermin, Johnson, and Tati Jr. And we'll have the other games starting up soon. Oh, I forgot to do... forgot to display this. All right. Kidney stones, no fun. Had them back in the day. Yeah, I'm luckily pain-free from them. It's more of a discomfort issue when I discovered I had them. I don't want to get into the gory details. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks, Fish, or Fighting Whales. Sorry. Why do I always do that? Yeah, I'm sorry about Taylor. I can't remember his username. Taylor, there's like McFrecker or something. Yeah, he was fun. I know we clashed early, but I warmed up to him. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to highlight that. Yeah, in honor of Taylor, game is on Peacock. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, because you're right. Yeah, mostly Detroit sports. Yeah. Yep. Packers, Lions, I think. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. All right, we'll delay the ads. We're back. Let me clear. Man. All right. Wheeler. 2 scoreless innings. 2 hitless innings. Padres just have a walk so far, and we're in the top of the third. No score. Wheeler, a righty, against the catcher Fermin. He is hitting 130 in 8th spot in the lineup. I cannot believe these horrific batting averages I keep seeing. Fouled off a sinker, 94 for strike 1. Yes, I promise next game, no closed captions. I made a mistake. I wish you could do that live and have it be an option, but you just can't. I didn't realize it automatically put it up. All right, 1-1 the count, just outside. Here's the pitch by Wheeler. Roped into left on the run, caught the line out for out number 1. The left fielder, Marsh, is there for the put out. 1 up, 1 down. Top of the third. I know I keep, because it's, and Walt doesn't even have it in his thing anymore, but I still call him Fish. And then when I see fighting, I get tripped up. I'm so sorry. It's Whales and Fish. Upstairs, ball 1. 4-seam, 90. I missed it. Johnson, 9th hitter, 182. Righty versus lefty. Fouled it off. Straight back. Evens the count, 1-1. A cutter, 92. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again. Got a piece of the catcher, I believe. 1-2. On deck, the leadoff hitter for the Padres. That would be Tatis Jr. Here's the 1-2. Wheeler delivers. Swung on and missed a 4-seam. 96. Caught the outside edge of the plate, even if he hadn't swung. 2 up, 2 down. Base is empty for Tatis Jr. Second time through the order of the Padres lineup. Here's the pitch. Low. Ball 1, a 4-seam, 98. Line out in the first for Fernando Tatis Jr. Righty versus righty. Wheeler delivers. Inside on a sinker, 95. Touch high, too. Excuse me. Here's the pitch. Check swing foul, 4-seam, 96. Wait, what? Should be 1-2. The Phillies broadcast has 2-1. I don't know why. Maybe I'll switch to the Padres. Swung on and into right. Caught for out number 3 by Garcia. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We head to the bottom of the third. No score. And we are playing at lightning pace. Garcia, Crawford, Schwarber, which is the way it should be. And we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard. Is it? Yeah, mid-third. All right. Orioles have 2 on, nobody out in Boston against the Red Sox, still batting in the top of the first. In New York, Guardians still at bat. They have 1 out and a 2-strike count. So that's your update on the other 2 games going. Again, tonight, Vegas and Carolina, game 2. Vegas leads that series 1-0. We'll keep an eye on the WNBA scores. Those will be available to you if you have Prime Video or if you have local coverage. Who's playing tonight? Dream at Fever and Valkyrie's Lynx. I'm really bummed, though. These games are taking over 2 hours. I can't do double headers anymore when they're 2 hours apart. Fortunately, Friday night on Ion, they're 2.5 hours apart. All right, we are back from commercial break. All right, bottom of the third. Yeah, I know. That's when I screw up. I'm surprised. I didn't mean to do it when you were the only one here. I don't know what. Last start, Lucas Giolito only went 2 2/3. Swung on and missed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A changeup fouled left field line. I thought he missed. They were so slow to cut to the ball not in play, but the ball that got sliced out of play. It actually hooked. Righty versus righty. Outside slider, he missed. 82, 1-1 evens the count. Giolito, 34 pitches, working in the bottom of the third. Upstairs, missed on a changeup, 79, 2-1. Yeah, I don't think we're too far behind. Yeah, you know what? I may try the Padres feed. Phillies seems a few pitches behind. I guess it's only 2. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Changeup 79, a little bit low. Derek, what's up, man? Hello. Thanks for being here. So they're through, 5 pitches? I'm through 4. Okay. Popped it up on the infield. Catcher out in front of the plate gives way to the first baseman who secures it for out number 1. That was France on the putout. 1 up, 1 down for the Phillies in the bottom of the second. Yeah, I may try the Padres feed just to see how their graphics look. Phillies is okay, but Justin Crawford, 230 average, 2 home runs, 12 RBI, and the 9 spot. Showed bunt. Oh, yeah, that should have been a strike. They got a challenge. Look at where that pitch was, and they got to challenge this. What a terrible ball call. Who is this home plate ump? Clown shoes here. Vic Carapazza. Carapazza is the home plate umpire. My God, that was a solid strike. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Nope. Fly to left. Routine caught for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down quickly. They're showing Schwarber's home run. So they did wear the pinstripes with this hat either, well, Tuesday or Wednesday. No, that was last night. Yeah, Wednesday night. So on getaway day, they're wearing the retro baby blue popularized in the 80s. It's like everybody had that as their road uniform. He did swing, couldn't check it. 93 miles per hour upstairs, four seam, 93 mile per hour. Schwarber, the DH, leading off, takes inside, 85 mile per hour slider, 1-1. 1 for 1 today. 236 average on the season, 23 home runs, 40 RBI. Caught the inside edge of the corner of the plate, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Looped curveball. It's another routine fly to left. Caught for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We've played 4. We played 3. We head to the top of the 4th. Still no score. Sheets, Machado, and France due up for the Pods. Let's see. End of the 3rd. Just 2 hits. I hit the wrong button. All right, we've got Orioles still batting in the top of the 1st against the Red Sox. 2-0, runners at 1st and 3rd, and 2 outs. A 1-0 count. Now what happened? Oh, runner went from 1st to 2nd, stole a base. Bottom of the 1st, no score in New York between the Guardians and Yankees. 1-2 count to the leadoff hitter for the Yankees. 3-0 on the count to the Orioles as well. Oops. Dang it. Forgot. Just want to see if the O's get anything else against the Sox. All right, I guess we can leave it about there. You can. All right, let me take this down. Oh yeah, I was gonna maybe try maybe next inning. All right, Wheeler on the mound. Sheets is up 0 for 1, a strikeout. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch, swung on and missed a 4-seam, 98, evens the count, 1-1. Again, 1 walk for the Padres so far in 3 innings. Liner to left center, back short of the track, caught in front of the 387 fence, 387 feet by the center fielder for out number 1. Probably the closest they've been to a hit. Manny Machado, 0 for 1, strikeout in the first, 171 hitter, 10 home runs, 30 RBI. 171. Takes the strike on the outside edge of the plate, 0-1. Wheeler in the delivery. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed at a four-seam. 96, 0-2. Arcarino, what's up? How's it going? Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Here's the pitch. Strike three. Took a four-seam. 96 right down the middle. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down for the Padres in the second. Fellow Kings fan, how many homers do you think I would hit in a home run derby? None. I'm terrible at baseball. All right, what was the call? Okay, ball. They appealed to first, but never showed the first base ump, so he didn't swing. Outside. Righty versus righty. Swung on and missed a four-seam. France couldn't catch up to the 96-mile-per-hour pitch. Actually, 2 jobs ago, we used to play home run derby with wiffle balls at my old job. That was pretty fun. Swung on and missed on a sinker, 96, 1-2. And that, you know, even then I struggled to hit home runs over our makeshift field in the parking lot. Here's the pitch. Upstairs and outside, four-seam, 96. France had the walk. He's the only base runner for the Padres in the game so far. Oh, I guess I should put the Phillies baby blue color up there, huh? Outside. Low and outside, a sweeper, full count, 3-2. Yeah, let me adjust the Phillies color. It's the old like maroon and baby blue. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a four-seam. 96. Got him. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. Nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth. No score. Turner, Harper, Marsh due up. 5-0 Orioles of the Red Sox. Still 2 out and 2 on. First and second. No score after 1 in New York between the Guardians and Yankees. One second. I just want to make sure. Yep. 0-2-0. All right, let me see if I can fix the... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Philadelphia Phillies hex colors. Let's see if they've got the old... Yes. All right, we can fix it. I didn't realize they were going to wear these, and I didn't think of changing the color. Okay, come on. Wait, what? Oh, I'm on the wrong there. Yep, powder blue. There we go. Now we'll match. Ugh. That does not look like the right maroon. Let me know if it's too hard to read. Oh my goodness. I didn't think it would be that dull. All right, strike 1. Turner is 0 for 1. Giolito to Turner. Bounced a curveball, 77, 1-1. Here we go. Righty versus righty. Just caught the outside edge of the plate. Change up 78. 1-2 the count. Why does that maroon not look like that does not look like maroon. It's not bright enough. Upstairs, 2-2. I may have to try and find a different color. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Slider, 82. Strike 3. We got to look at the strikeout totals. Holy cow. Okay, Wheeler has 6 strikeouts and a walk. Giolito has 4 strikeouts, no walks. He's given up 2 singles. Well-pitched game, both clubs. Righty versus lefty. Harper, 0 for 1. Takes upstairs, ball 1. Four-seam, 93. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 93, four-seam. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Bounces in the dirt. That may have been... Okay, I was in the dirt. It was very close to the grass. 2-1. 51 pitches for Giolito. Here's the windup. The 2-1 pitch. Inside. Takes a changeup. 80. 3-1 count. 1 out. Nobody on. Tenth season in the big leagues. Swung on and missed. Slider, 83 low. Full count to Harper. Third hitter in the Philadelphia lineup. 4 full counts for Giolito today. The windup. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. He walked him. Runner at first. 1 out. And that'll bring up Marsh. He's 0 for 1. The left fielder, a strikeout. All right, righty versus lefty. Here's the pitch upstairs. A slider, 82, missed. 1-0. He struck out in the second. 333 average, 5 home runs, 24 RBI for Marsh. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Slider, 84. Yeah, I wish that maroon was a little bolder. I don't know. It just looks weird on the blue, I guess. Upstairs, slider 83, missed. 2-1 the count. All right. Right down the middle, line to right. 1 hop, single. 2 on, 1 out for the Phils in the bottom of the 4th. They just picked up their 3rd single of the game. And a 1 out walk, and they've got a runner in scoring position. Yeah, he had to make sure that fell. Couldn't hit the 3rd. So Harper and Marsh at 2nd and 1st. Here's the pitch to Bohm, 0-1. I think it's Bohm. Bohm, 0 for 1, a strikeout. 59 pitches for Giolito. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Changeup, 79. 0-2 the count. Actually, yeah, we're not too far behind on Phillies broadcast. I don't know. I just wanted to check out the Padres. Takes one at the knees. They want to challenge it. They're going to lose it. This is going to be a strike. Bad challenge by Bohm. Pretty quick review. Yep, just caught the bottom edge of the zone, and by plenty. Got him looking. Was that strikeout number 5 for Giolito? It is. That'll bring up Stott, the second baseman, who's 1 for 1. 219 average, 6 home runs, 26 RBI. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Curveball 76, 1-0 the count. Third baseman in at the corner. Takes the strike. Changeup 79. Top of the zone. 1-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Phillies have 2 on a walk and a single. But now there's 2 outs. Righty versus lefty. Fouled it off. Down the left field line near the tarp and into the stands. 1-2 the count. Excuse me. Sheets and who else gave chase? Machado? He is limping back to short. Something. Yeah, he kind of ran into the tarp. I wonder if he injured his left leg. He's staying in the game. Trainer has not come out. 1-2 the count. Jam shot past the third baseman into left, rounding third and heading home with the Phillies' first run. Yeah, I don't know why the third baseman was playing in. He had no shot at that. 1-0 Phillies. 4th hit of the game for Philadelphia. They pick up a run here in the bottom of the 4th. RBI single by Stott. Harper scores the first run. He drew a walk with 1 out. So a 2-out RBI single for Stott. And the manager visits the mound, talked to Giolito. Everybody's in from the infield as well. Real Muto is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Yeah, so let me see. I think the captions only show up on desktop and tablet, and I'm guessing TV, which I can go confirm. But maybe not phone. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. All right. Righty versus righty. Nope, they do show up on phone as well. Sorry about that. Nope, that was ball 1, a little high. All right, we won't ever do that again. Line to third, no, grounder to third, force at second, retires the side. They pick up a run. They leave 2. We've played 4. We head to the top of the 5th. 1-0 Phillies. Due up for the Padres. Merrill, Bogarts, Andujar. We'll check in. There we go. I probably need to eliminate my bookmarks. I just realized that. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'll be right back. Finally threw one in Boston. 6-0 Orioles. Woof. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. All right. All right, first pitch. That's a ball. Merrill is 0 for 1 on the day. Popped up a four seam 95 out of play, third base side. Evens the count 1-1. Nope. Actually, we don't want to be further. Okay, there we go. Didn't look like the captioning was popping up on TV at least. All right. Fly to right. Battling the sun. Ooh, under it. He had to turn at the last second. 1 out. Fly to right to lead off the fifth for the Padres. Wheeler versus Bogarts. So just the one walk given up by Wheeler so far. One nothing. Phillies got a 2-out RBI single in the bottom of the fourth. Inside sinker 95 misses 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside four seam 96 2-0. Bogarts 0 for 1, pop out in the second. 234 average, 8 home runs, 27 RBI in the season. Wheeler deals right down the middle. Sweeper 82. Didn't look, I guess that was a sweeper. I don't know. Is that what MLB said? Yeah. Fouled it off a four seam 95 2-2 the count. One away. Top of 5. All right, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, splitter 87. Way inside. Strike 3 and struck out swinging quickly. 2 up, 2 down in the fifth. Yeah, Bogarts was just lost on that one. That'll bring up Andujar 0 for 1. Tried to check his swing on a 4-seam 96. He could not. It was way high and tight. And he just couldn't check his swing in time. There's the 0-1. Fouled off a 4-seam 96. Again, high and inside, but this time in the zone. Here's the pitch outside. 4-seam 97 missed. 1-2 the count. Here's the windup, the delivery. Bounces one outside. 83. Two evens the count. 2-2. Wheeler with 62 pitches. Righty versus righty. Base is empty. 2 outs. 2-2 count. Top of 5. 1-0 Phillies. Outside. Full count. Sinker missed. 95. 3-2 count. The windup. The delivery. Grounded to the first baseman. Fair ball. Taken to the bag quickly. 1, 2, 3. Nothing across. We've halfway home. We played 4.5 in about an hour and just about 6 minutes, seems like. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies still lead 1-0. They will send up Garcia, Crawford, and Schwarber. All right. Bottom of the 2nd in Boston. Orioles 6, Red Sox 0. Yankees at home through 2. Guardians and Yankees, no score. Again, top of the 3rd. Already 2 outs for the Guardians and a strike. Giants get one on the Brewers. 1-0. Still in the top of the 1st. That's what you like to see. One out. Nobody on. Up, home run. Leadoff home run by Schmidt. Casey Schmidt. Had to be. Whoops. Yep. 13th. Home run for Schmidt, the left fielder for the Giants today. All right, back from break. Garcia 0 for 1. And not to be outdone, I mean, Giolito's pitching a gem too. Here's the pitch. Bounces a curveball, 76 in the dirt and outside, 1-0. Garcia pop out in the 3rd. Here's the windup, the delivery. Outside slider, 83. Quickly 2-0 to the right-hander. Garcia. Righty pitcher, Giolito. Here's the pitch. Top of the corner of the strike zone. Taken strike 1. 4-seam, 92. Outside corner. Top out, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Here's the pitch. Just caught the outside edge of the plate. I think Garcia was thinking of challenging it, but the count is even at 2-2. A four-seam, 91. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. A 91-mile-per-hour four-seam. All right, here's the windup. The pitch lined into left, way back and gone. A solo shot. Garcia, 429. Exit velocity, 109. That was no doubt about it. I know I say lined, but it was hard hit. Wow, what a blast. Phillies lead by 2-0. They pick up one in the fourth, one in the fifth on a solo shot to left. Bat flip and all. Or he just dropped it. Yeah, way back into the seats in left center. Liner down the right field line. That'll fall in for at least a single. Rounding first, trying for second in there. Did he come off the bag? No, says the second base umpire. So a home run and a double. Nobody out. And Giolito in some trouble here. Back-to-back extra base hits for the Phillies in the home half of the fifth. Yeah, good rounding of the bag. Decent throw by the right fielder, a one-hopper, but it just made it too high. Plus, it was just a little late. The only question was, did he overslide the bag? But even upon replay, apparently not. Home run double to start the fifth. Giolito was 74 pitches, and that's it. They go to Matsui, the lefty. And we head to a pitching change. Kieran, what is up? Hello. The Padres are so bad. Well, they got a tough matchup with Wheeler on the mound. We'll say that for sure. I mean, they're 32-28. Phillies are 32-29. I guess we could look at this. This is my first Padres game, so I'll have to take your word for it. All right, Matsui, the pitcher. And Giolito will be responsible. He's on the hook for that guy at second base. Appreciate it, Kieran. Thank you so much. We got 8 likes. Thank you. No record, .57 ERA, 9 games, 15 2/3 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, .96 whip. Okay, so in those 9 games, he's given up a run. It was earned on 7 hits, no home runs, a hit batter, 8 walks, none intentional, 16 strikeouts. Opponent's batting average 143. Yeah, well, right. The Phillies did take the first 2 games too. Yeah. No, definitely. There's no doubt the Padres are struggling from the plate today. I mean, there's no arguing that. Wheeler, I think, is just dealing today, too. Giolito was fine. And then a solo shot and a double. And that's all. You know, now it's 2-0. And they got a runner in scoring position. So they're in some trouble. But, yeah, this is my first Padres game since the Cubs-Padres series last year. All right, Kyle Schwarber, the DH, 1 for 2. Lefty. That's why they called to the pen. Outside a four-seam, 91. But thank you, Random Gamer 02, for the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think you're correct. There's no doubt Phillies got the better offensive lineup. Low Misses again. 2-0. Four seam 90. Can't complain. We're only like 75 minutes into this game. We're almost, well, we're not, we're only 4.5 in. There's nobody out in bottom 5. Swung on and missed on a nasty slider, 85. Matsui, the lefty, against Schwarber, the lefty hitter, the DH for the Phillies. Again, he's 1 for 2. Excuse me. Where's the pitch clock? He finally steps off the rubber. I may. There's the pitch clock. I didn't see it earlier. Maybe I should try the Padres feed. All right, here's the 1-2. In the dirt, outside. Catcher got to it. Runner does not advance, but the count is 3-1. You wonder, do you just go ahead and put Schwarber on at this point? I don't know. You got to stay out of the big inning, but might need to turn a double play here. If the event you put him on, is what I'm trying to say. All right, 3-1 count. Matsui loops a splitter in there, 82, but it's called ball 4. It hit the top of the outside corner. Should have been a strike. Yeah, upon appeal, like more than 3/4 of the ball was in, but instead it's ball 4. I guess the Padres didn't want a challenge. Phillies already were wrong on a challenge. Trey Turner, 0 for 2, fielder's choice and strikeout, 226 hitter, 7 home runs, 19 RBI. All right, lefty versus, well, righty batter's box. I'd have to check if he's a switch. In there, splitter, 83, 0-1, just on the outside edge of the plate. Nobody out. 2 on, 1 in already this inning. Matsui checks the runner at second. In the dirt, swung at it, though, 83 on a splitter, 0-2 to Turner, who's the second hitter in the Phillies lineup. Yeah, exactly. Neutralized him pretty well so far. Again, Giolito pitched 4 solid innings. He just ran into trouble here. Downstairs, ball 1. He's still responsible for that runner at second. It was home run double to start the 5th, and that chased Giolito. Matsui, man, he takes a long time. Fouled off a 4-seam, 92, still 1-2 the count. Again, apologies for the closed captioning. I didn't realize you couldn't turn those off. I will never do this again. I just assumed you could turn them off if you didn't want them. I wanted them available if you wanted to turn them on, but fouled off a splitter, 83, still 1-2. So I got to remember to delete my hockey game tonight and re-enter it. Oh, good catch by a little kid with a glove, too. On that foul ball. They just showed the replay. Like, not a very old kid. 1 second, just delivers. Grounded to short, over to over to second. They get the fielder's choice. They get 1 out. But now the Phillies have runners at the corners. So 6-4 on the putout. That'll bring up the lefty, Bryce Harper. Runners in scoring position. His batting average is .289, 4 doubles, a home run, and 20 RBI. So Padres aren't out of it yet. Just a 1 out. Lefty versus lefty. Matsui delivers. Nearly hit him. Sinker. 90. 1-0 the count. All right. Checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Outside edge of the plate. Four seam. 92. Taken. Strike one. Lefty versus lefty. 1-1 count. 1 out here. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. Out of play. 1-2. Again, 5th inning started with a home run for the Phillies, then a double, then a walk, then a fielder's choice. So runners at the corners. 1 out, 1-2 the count. Yeah, time was called. That's why there's such a long delay here. Here's the pitch. Looped it in there. A splitter, 84. Caught him looking. Strike 3. Padres get 2 outs. Matsui inherited a runner. It's still Giolito's responsibility. The guy who doubled moved to third on the fielder's choice. They're not out of it yet, though. That'll bring up Brandon Marsh, the left fielder, 1 for 2, a single. Lefty versus lefty. Here's the first pitch. In there, looped a sweeper, top of the zone, 0-1. On the almost on the inside edge, but just Matsui, number 1 on his uniform. Lefty versus lefty. Throws to first. Threw it away. That'll score a run. Throwing error on Matsui. Yikes. And into third on the error. Giving the Phillies a free run to take the 3. So that should be well, we don't know yet. It could be an unearned run then to Giolito. That's got to be an error. Let's see. Team 1 error. We'll confirm in a minute. Looped one in. That should have hit the top of the zone. A sweeper. They don't appeal. 1-1. Yep. 0-0-1-3-6-0. Oh, whoops. I forgot a hit. Wait a minute. Did they give him... Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Splitter down in the zone. 6-0. Yeah, exactly in the first. Yeah, that was a bad pickoff. I don't know why he's picking off. And that throw was way to the inside, like towards the dugout side of first. First baseman had no chance. In there, got him looking at a slider, 83. So Matsui did a good job, except he did allow the inherited runner to score on his own error. And the Phillies pick up 2. We head to the top of the 6th. Now 3-0 Philadelphia. The Padres will send up Fermin, Johnson, and Tatis. Yeah, real quick. 001360. Yep, got it. So let me check that. That's going to be an unearned run, I would think. Yep. No, wait, what? How is that an unearned run to Giolito on the error? They didn't get a hit. I think that's a mistake. That should be 3 runs, 2 earned to Giolito. How can that be an earned run? Maybe I've forgotten the rules. At any rate, 7 strikeouts for Wheeler. He's just given up a walk so far. All right, yep. As Kieran just pointed out, Orioles 6-0 over the Red Sox. Bottom of the third, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Guardians, Yankees scoreless. Top 4. Guardians have 2 on, 1 out. Giants are up 3-0 on the Brewers. Bottom of the first. Brewers have an out, a runner at first, 3-2 count. Now they have runners, wait a minute, at the corners. 1 out, 3-2 count. Wait, what? How did that happen? All right, well, we're back to this game. Wait, I did put end of the 5th, right? Yep, there we go. All right, who's pitching? Yeah, okay, it's still Wheeler. Fermin, the hitter. Shows bunt, takes upstairs. Ball 1. That is Fermin, 8th place hitter. Fouled, straight back, 4-seam, 95, evens the count, 1-1. Don't see the Padres coming back from there. Yeah, with the way Wheeler's pitching, I wouldn't blame you. Yeah. Yep, exactly. A mistake made. He didn't need to throw to first. Could have kept it 2-0. I really would like to hear an explanation of why that run is earned. It shouldn't be. Swung on and missed sweeper 81, evens the count 2-2. I don't see how this is. Okay, they changed it. That's what I thought. 3 runs, 2 earned given up by Giolito. I was like, that's impossible. Fouled it off 2-2. It would have been earned if they got another hit. Then it would have been. All right, foul ball. Still 2-2. 69 pitches. Ooh, somebody made a nice barehanded, 2-handed catch on a foul ball. In the air to left, down the left field line, and under it for out number 1. I thought that was closer to the line than it was. Marsh, I believe, with the catch. They have great hitters and great pitchers. Slow start, but they are playing great now. The Phillies? Yeah, the Phillies got it. Got it. Oof. All right, 1 up, 1 down. Here in the top of the, what do we got? 6. Wheeler pitching a gem against the lefty. Lined foul down the right field line. Ball person has to grab it. And handed it through the screen to somebody. Ball girl, I believe. Righty versus lefty. Wheeler finally set in the windup delivery upstairs. Sinker 96. 1-1. Sorry, I forgot to put the foul balls. Strike. Bryce Johnson 0 for 1. Struck out in the third. 176 hitter. I don't think he's played much, though. In the air to left center. That's a base hit. First single of the game for the Padres here with 1 out in the 6th. And as Hawk Harrelson used to say for the White Sox, you can cancel the post-game show. Why, I don't know. But every time a no-hitter was broken up, that was his call. It made no sense. Like, okay, there's no post-game show because there's no hitter to talk about, I guess. I don't know. Grounded down to third, over to second, over to first, 5-4-3, rack 'em up. Tatis Jr. swung at the first pitch and grounded it sharply. So they erased the one hit quickly. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies still in command. 3-0. Phillies will send up Bohm, Stott, and Real Muto. Orioles and Red Sox. Orioles 6, Padres 0. Guardians pick up a run, head to the bottom of the 4th over the Yankees in New York. Giants gave up a run to the Brewers in the bottom of the 1st. Brewers still batting, 2 on, 2 out, 1-2 count. Yeah, that was bad. They finally get a hit, and then immediately Tatis swings at the first pitch and grounds it right to the third baseman. 5-4-3 double play on the fielding. All right, forgot to say this earlier, but hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, do me a favor. Hit the like button or thumbs up on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. If you have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same stream, but it is faster and commercial free. Thank you so much. It looks like we picked up a sub or two, I think, as well. Maybe 1 or 2, I'm not sure. But again, we will not do these captions ever again. I apologize. And I don't know, I'm thinking about getting the MLB package and doing Blue Jays games, but it's still 120 for the rest of the year. I'm going to have to maybe... I wonder if they'll have a break. I wonder if they'll have a deal near the All-Star break. All right. Marinaccio, the pitch. Yep. Hey, I guessed right on the pronunciation. Marinaccio, a righty, 1-0, 4.06 ERA, 20 games, 31 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, 1.26 whip, and Bohm the hitter, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Marinaccio, a righty. 5th hitter in the lineup for the Phils. High and tight. Cutter missed. 1-0 that count. Oh, okay. Here's the second pitch. Right down the middle. Fouled off a cutter, 87. Evens the count, 1-1. First pitch, double plays are killer. Yep. Hey, JJ Raid. Thank you, JJ. Very kind of you. Hello to Lou Seth. Hello, Jose Miguel Bramos. Wait. Ramos? 2-1 the count. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, Barcodes. Thank you. I'll check you out play by play with JJ. I'll sub to you as well. Fouled it off, I believe. Yep, foul tip on a 4-seam fastball. Go Phils. Thank you. Subscribe to Play by Play with JJ as well. I'm going to have to do a redirect after my stream. I think I know how to do it finally. I'll redirect you to the CH Man broadcast. I think he's got, forgot what game he's got. 3-2 count. I think it's I think it's that Orioles game. Orioles Red Sox. Line to left and a single, leadoff single for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-0. Well, very kind of play-by-play with JJ. Let me see if I can get to your channel. Go to channel. Okay, hold on. I will copy that and put it on my Chrome browser. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to play the take me out to the ball game. Strike taken. Wait a minute. Why didn't that go? Okay, play by play with JJ. All right, I subscribed. Thank you. Fouled off quickly. The count is 0-2. I hope this is the right link. Why does it look like that, though? All right, if you want to subscribe to Play-by-Play with JJ as well. 0-2, nobody out. Runner at first. Upstairs, four-seam, 93. To Stott, who's 2 for 2, the 6th hitter in the Phillies lineup. What was this call here? Was that a... Wait, what the heck? Chopper to third and... Sorry, to first. What am I saying? And out, finally. Somehow I missed... My bad. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, they did call a balk. Okay, and he just advanced to third. I was wondering what they were calling. All right, so Bryson Stott was batting. Bohm advanced to second on a balk. Okay, I missed that. Apologies. And then on the ground out by Stott, that moved the runner to third. All right. Change up. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Now there's one out. Righty versus righty. Grounded foul. First base or third base side. My goodness. Marinaccio on the second call to the bullpen for the Padres here. Bottom of the 6th. Righty versus righty. Real Muto waits. Change up, swung on and missed outside. Strike 3. Phillies had a runner at second, nobody out. Had a runner at third with 1 out. Now we have 2 outs. Again, advanced to second on a balk. And then on the ground out to first, the runner moved to third. Phillies had 1 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. They had a solo shot and a double, and that runner eventually scored. But it was only because of a throwing error on a pickoff at first by the reliever. At the top of the zone to Garcia, who's 1 for 2, 0-1 the count. Yeah, I'm not a Padres fan, just trying to get both hats on the screen here. Swung on and missed. Cutter 88. 0-2 the count. Wonder if hold on. Let me see if I can get a better link for Play-by-play with JJ. Caught him looking at a four-seam 95. They don't get any runs. They leave one in scoring position. We've played 6. We head to the top of the 7th. And it's still 3-0 in favor of the Phillies. Sheets, Machado, France due up for the Padres. Still 6-0 Orioles over the Red Sox. All right, let me try to redo this. Why? Oh, I see. He's doing this game. He is a Phillies guy. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. Why can't I get... Okay, I subscribed, but why can't... Why is the link... Hang on. Let me just search for play-by-play with JJ. Maybe that's the problem. I should have just searched. So I just want to get a cleaner link. Play-by-play with JJ. Okay, go to his channel. There we go. All right, I apologize. Looks like JJ does Philly sports. Sixers, Eagles, Phillies, and Flyers. Let me remove it. That was very kind of him and his crowd to pop in. I subscribe. If you want Philly sports, there we go. Cleaner link. Touche, Alec. All right. All right, we are set to go inside. Hitter is Gavin Sheets. 1-0 count. Wheeler delivers low. Missed on a splitter, 87. 2-0 the count. Sheets 0 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. 76 pitches for Wheeler. Here's the pitch outside. Four seam missed. 96. 3-0. Touche is a fencing term. Exactly. I think of it in cartoons. Tom and Jerry. Walked him on 4 pitches. Only the second walk, I believe, that Wheeler's given up. Yeah. 1 single, 2 walks. That's all the Padres have. Oh, no. Did I not get the hits? Did I forget to give the Phillies a hit? Yep, I sure did. My apologies. Strike 1 taken on the inside edge of the plate. And we will not put closed captioning up next game. I apologize. Did not realize you couldn't take it down. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 4 seam upstairs. 0-2 the count. He throws a 4 seam fastball the most. Also a sinker, sweeper, splitter, cutter, curveball today. Curveball only twice. I think they said splitter 3. In the air to left, back at the track and long. Gone. A 3-2 game. A 2-run bomb. And the Padres suddenly in the game after doing nothing. Oops, and I forgot to take the runner off third. My goodness. Sorry about that. Only the runner at second. Yeah, I always do that. There's a guy at third. I forget to remove him. Wow, what a shot. That was no doubt. Machado with the home run picks up 2 RBIs and a run scored. And it's 3-2. That was no doubt long gone. 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. Check swing, excuse me, fouled it off. And no, I'm not rooting for the Padres, just for a good game. Plus the Phillies hat shows up better on the shelf behind me. What's up, random gamer? Yeah, out of nowhere, they got a walk, which is rare. They picked up their second walk and their second hit, and it was a 2-run homer, and it's suddenly 3-2. Trying to avoid being swept. Righty, four-seam. Sorry, behind in the count. 1-2. First pitch, sinker, fouled off. Second pitch, swinging strike. Third pitch, upstairs. Fourth pitch, low and outside in the dirt. Evens the count, 2-2. Still nobody out. First time Wheeler has ever been in trouble in an inning, really. That's a huge thing of Padres. Yep. Yeah, still plenty of time, too. You know, we still got the rest of the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Foul down the third base, left field line. Good God. How do I screw up left, right? Finally, some bullpen action. It is Morejon, M-O-R-J-O-N. Oh, that's for the Padres, though. What about the Phillies? Adrian Morejon. Wheeler delivers outside, full count, 3-2. Missed on a 4-seam, 96. All right, good game going on. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. Sinker, 96. Still 3-2. Nobody out. Wheeler now at 88 pitches, working in the top of the 7th, but nobody out. Bases cleared after a walk on a 2-run shot to left. Jammed him, grounded to first, up with it, tosses to the pitcher Wheeler. 3-1 on the putout, 1 down. Again, Machado with his 11th home run earlier in the inning. Now we get Orion Kerkering, a righty, warming up for the Phillies. I can get a little crowd noise while the announcers aren't talking. Low on the first pitch, 1-0. I wish I could find a way to mute the announcers so I could have the crowd in the background. I got to add my own, I guess. I know Dr. Delay does it for his Pirates. Inside, 2-0 quickly to Merrill, who's 0 for 2. And a strikeout. Wind up. The delivery fouled off. First base line. Count is 2-1. Base is empty. 1 out. 2-1 pitch by Wheeler. Foul to 4-seam. 96 by, again, Merrill, the hitter. Evens the count. 2-2. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Full count. Missed on a curveball, 81. Wonder if this is going to be Wheeler's last batter. He's at 94 pitches. The score is suddenly 3-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off a cutter, 92. Still battling here. Nice at bat going here for Merrill, the 5th hitter in the Padres lineup. Wheeler set. The windup delivery Just outside, missed on a four-seam, ball four and no swing. A one-out walk for the Padres. Tying run on base now. Yeah, he definitely checked his swing. He did not go, and that pitch was definitely outside. Yankees tied it. Nice. Well, no. Go Guardians. Bogarts 0 for 2, a strikeout. Righty. Caught the low inside corner, 0-1. Sinker, 90, I think, 8. All right, thanks for the scoreboard update for your out-of-town scoreboard from Kieran. Here's the pitch. Fouled off a four-seam, 0-2. Double, top of the fifth. Dang. Yeah, Red Sox seem to be struggling this year. East is kind of wide open, though. I mean, you got what? Is it the Yankees and who's the other good team? The Rays? Toronto and Baltimore struggling, and Boston even more. Grounded to short, over to second. They'll just get the one. Not a double play. So a fielder's choice, ground out. And that'll bring up, let's see. So Bogarts is the runner at first now. Andujar, the DH, is up. Boy, I don't know. Are they going to challenge this? I don't know. I think his foot was on the bag.
I wonder if he was between whether to go out and get it or if he thought he had time to maybe turn to. I think part of it is that it's some glare behind the shortstop.
All right, so 2 outs, runner at first. Righty hitter takes a sweeper, 82 on the low outside corner. 0 for 2, foul out, ground out. He's a 261 hitter, 5 home runs, 17 RBI for Andujar, hitting 7th for San Diego. Throw to first, not in time. Bogarts back in easily. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Padres picked up 2 here in the top of the 7th with a 2-run blast to left. A lot of pitches. Wheeler at 100 now. 101. Strike 2 called at the knees. Almost the same spot. And Andujar steps out of the box. Double. Oh, yeah, I know. I could get MLB Network games, too, if I did that. Nice. Sorry, I can't stand the Brewers. After they swept the Cubs and put up the L, that ticked me off. And they promptly got swept by the Dodgers, I think. So here's the pitch. Fouled it off a four-seam, 96. Yeah, thanks for the update, Karen. Andujar stepped out of the box. Can't complain. This has been a quick one. Well, we've slowed down a little bit in the last 2 innings, but no worries. Can't complain. Here's the pitch. Low and outside in the dirt. 1-2. Sweeper, 82. Chased one in the dirt. A splitter. Got him. They pick up 2. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies will send up Crawford, Schwarber, Turner. Phillies still lead by 1, 3-2. Oh, yeah, and 7th inning stretch time. Let me get that ready. Whoops. Oh, shoot. I had it ready, and I think I closed it. Damn it. All right, we'll try again. Wow, play-by-play with JJ. I guess I got to remember not to do Phillies games. Play-by-play with JJ. Has a huge crowd. That's all right. We'll take what we can get. Haven't fully committed to baseball, so I got to do the games I get. All right, here it is. Well, I need to pause this and unmute. There we go. Let's make sure it's working. Okay. Ball game is playing. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yep. Duran not available today, so you're saying we have a chance. Yeah, he pitched in relief, right? I think I heard that. All right, pitching change. All right, we got to eliminate ball game now. I'm waiting for them to say this pitcher's name. Morhan, I think they said. 4-1, 3.90 ERA, 27 games, 1 save, 30 innings, 35 strikeouts, 107 whip. All right, I think it's Morhan. 1-0 the count. Ooh, that looked like a strike. Didn't call it. 2-0. I thought he hit the inside corner. Lefty, lefty. Crawford, the ninth hitter, is 1 for 2. In the dirt on a sinker. 3-0 that count. Oh, brother. Crawford has a double and a run scored today. Pitched last 2 days and has never pitched 3 in a row. Gotcha. Yeah, I think they said he wouldn't be available till tomorrow. Or maybe I'm thinking of yesterday. I don't know. 3-1 count, so yeah. Sounds logical. Morejon? Yeah. Morejon. Okay. Ball 4, he walked him low. Dang. Thank you. Sorry, I butchered. First Padres game since last year, so new names too. So I don't think Baseball Reference has a pronunciation guide either. Hockey does. Schwarber, the leadoff hitter, 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Here's the pitch. Throw to second. No, not in time. Into center. He's going to get to third on the throwing error. So stolen base plus throwing error. Yep, Fermin. That's the second error by the Padres. Good jump. And a bad throw to third base side. So the Padres have 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2-2-2. Deuce is wild. Nobody out. Ball on the pitch. Runner at third. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed. Sinker 100. Holy cow. Morejon. Lefty, lefty. Schwarber takes. Throw to third. Not third baseman not even covering the bag. 2-1 that count. That was a sinker 100 high. Didn't know sinkers could go 100. I guess they're rough. Yeah, they're about the same as the velocity as fastballs. Fouled it off. 2-2. That was a sinker 100. Jeez. I just realized the username for the Padres fan. Shirt Stain McGee. That's pretty funny. I don't know how I missed that. 2-2 count to Schwarber. Chopper up the middle. Runner holds. Throw to first by the shortstop. Out number 1. And the runner had to hold at third. Second hitter in the lineup. Turner 0 for 3 and a strikeout. Bottom 7th. 1-run game, but Phillies can add to their lead. Oh, way upstairs. Sinker 100. Missed 1-0. Yeah, I think if I just commit to a team, maybe like the Blue Jays, we'll get some views, but enjoy doing baseball with whatever we get here on Peacock and ESPN Unlimited. Upstairs again, ball 2. Changeup, 92. On the outside edge of the plate, 2-1. He's going to appeal and lose it. Phillies will be out of challenges. It's a bad challenge. Yep, Phillies are done with challenges for ABS at least. At least I thought they were. Padres only have 1 left now. Lefty versus righty. Turner, the hitter, takes strike 2 on the outside corner. High outside corner. 2-2 the count. Yeah, they didn't update it yet. Is that their... No, that was their second failed challenge. Liner to right. That'll score the runner from third. 4-2. And holding at first with a single. And Turner, RBI single. And the Phillies get a run back. Why didn't I take care of it on this board first? There we go. Inside out swing. Poked it into right field. 4 runs on 8 hits now for the Phillies. So they answer and get 1 back in the 7th. That'll bring up the third hitter in the lineup for Philadelphia. Harper, 0 for 2, a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored. Fouled off a sinker, 0-1. Nope, missed. I thought he fouled it. And the Pods are toast. Well, they got to Wheeler last inning. Maybe if he stays in, they'll get to him. Again, throw to first, not in time. Turner back easily. Again, normal is the first time I tried turning on closed captions. Didn't realize you couldn't turn them off. I apologize. Morahan upstairs and an easy steal a second. Now that's trouble. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. Looked like the catcher just couldn't quite get the grip on the ball and wisely just didn't throw. Just ate it. You know what? It got stuck in the webbing of his glove. That's what happened. He couldn't get it out. Oh, boy. Okay, ball obviously high. Swung on and missed. Slider, 89. Harper missed. One and two the count. Checks the runner at second. Delivers. Lined it off the pitcher, Morahan. And the catcher has to pick it up in foul territory. Infield single. And now the Phillies have runners at the corners with 1 out. Just a tough, unfortunate break there. Hit it off his right calf, I believe, and to the third base line. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, trainer out to look at him. Or maybe it's just the manager. Yep. Sorry. Let's see if Morejon. I'm probably butchering it. Morejon. Oh, he's going to take some warm-up tosses.
He dominated last year. He was an all-star. Did this season go beyond?
All right, we'll see. Let's catch up on the scores. 8-0 O's over the Sox in Boston. Guardians and Yankees 1-1, bottom of the 6th. Giants 6-1 on the Brewers, bottom of the 3rd. Like to see that. All right, Morejon is staying in to face Marsh, who's 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Chopper to first, to home. Did he get him? No, he's safe. Oh, the throw was a little high. So I believe that'll be a failed fielder's choice. And the Phillies got the 2 runs back and are back up by 3. 5-2. That's got to be a failed fielder's choice. Yep. So no hit will be an RBI for Marsh.
Today was the day. Yeah, they scored their 5th run. They're up 5-2.
Yeah, Tag just got there late. Hand was already on the plate. First and second, 1 out. Fouls a sinker off. 0-1. Well, it was close briefly, but now it's a 3-run game. 5 runs, 9 hits, 2-2-2 for the... Oh, I forgot Mattingly. 5 runs scored today. I think it said most since May 18th. Inside, sinker, 100, 1-1. Count to Bohm, who's 1 for 3. Wow, of course, Turner squeaks in. Yeah, that was a good slide. Throw was a little bit high to the third base line. Otherwise, they had him. Low and inside, 2-1 the count. Missed. That was a changeup, 92. Steps off the rubber, fakes the throw to second. Morejon back on the mound. Gets the sign. Now he's set. 2-1 count. Checks the runner. Delivers. Sinker. Fouled off. 99. Evens the count. 2-2. I'm going to have to get more water. I need something to eat too. Double barrel action. 2 righties. Bolin and Kerkering for the Phillies. They're both ready. No, they're not firing. They're just standing there watching. Here's the pitch. Oh, I think he hit him on the left elbow. Or no, it's a passed ball. That might be a wild pitch. At any rate, second and third and only 1 out and a full count. They did call a pass ball. See, I thought it hit him. It was so far inside. Yeah. Boy, that's a tough pass ball. I guess because it hit the heel of the glove. But that pitch was so far inside. What are they chant? Some discussion going on.
Are they saying that they're putting the runners back at second and first? Well, John's going to come out in the...
Oh, are they going to say a foul ball?
Going to be coming out of this dugout.
Mattingly out of the dugout.
Can't imagine what they're possibly calling. Well, was there time called?
This is strange.
I can think of. Obviously, we have no
Right.
idea what they're talking about.
I have no idea. They're talking about sending the runners back to first and second, but why? Was it a foul ball?
I have no idea what they could possibly be thinking.
If anything, it's either hit by pitch or a foul ball.
We're going to bring everybody in to see if they'll
All right, they called a foul ball. Oh.
The count is back.
All right, so now the umps are discussing it. Apparently, they called that a foul ball, which I don't understand. Yeah, no, it's hard to see, but yeah. I thought it was a hit by pitch live, honestly, but. All right, so now what?
Here you go. Take a look. I guess it hit the bat, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just grazed the bat. It just went maybe a shade lower. So, all right. 2-2 the count. Runners return to first and second with one out. Harper at second. He checks the runner. Inside, missed on a sinker, 100. Now the full count. Oh, you don't want to walk him here. Warming up a lefty, Wandy Peralta for the Padres. Bohm the hitter, fifth in the lineup. Fouled it off, a sinker, 89. All right. All right, here's the pitch. Liner to center. That'll score a run. Rounding third, scoring. Harper. All right, where are the other runners? First and second. And they've just broken through for 3 to take a commanding 4-0 lead. Sorry. 4-run lead, 6-2. My bad. My brain. Sorry about that. 3 runs in the 6th. 10 hits. And call to the bullpen for Peralta. Wandy Peralta, the lefty, no record, 2.60 ERA. 24 games, 27 2/3, 19 strikeouts, 1.41 whip. And let's see, he's got 2 holds, 0 for 1 on save opportunities. He's given up 8 runs, all earned, 26 hits, 8 walks, 3 of those. 8 earned runs on 26 hits, 3 of those were home runs, 2 hit batsmen, 13 walks, none intentional, 19 strikeouts, opponent batting average of 255. Wandy's coming in. He's either going to get out of the inning clean or he's going to allow 5 runs. Well, he's got 2 inherited runners, so tough position with 1 out. Stott the hitter, 2 for 3 and an RBI. Padres had cut it to 3-2 not that long ago, and now it's 6-2. All right, back from break. And we're on Peacock, so I haven't had to deal with ESPN Unlimited shenanigans where they frequently fall behind. It's so nice to be on ABC for the Stanley Cup final, too, because I don't even have a delay. free over-the-air TV. All right, Wandy Peralta, number 58, is set. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on a slider, 89, right down the middle. Strike one. So again, Stott, 2 for 3. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, missed on a four-seam, 97, evens the count, 1-1. Marsh, the runner at second for the Phillies. First and second, 1 out. They've gotten 3 already. Still batting in the bottom of the 7th. Popped it up to center. Back near the track, caught for out number 2. Marsh tags and heads to third. Runner at first holds. That was a deep fly. I said popped it up, but it was just high. It was short of the track, though. So, all right, that'll bring up, Real Muto. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a fielder's choice. 218 average, 3 homers, 10 RBI. The catcher today for Philadelphia. All right, lefty versus righty. Grounded to third. Nice play by the third baseman. Over to first just in time. They pick up 3. They leave 2. We've played 7. We head to the top of the 8th. 6-2 Phillies. The Padres sending up Fermin, Johnson, and Tati. All right, I think I will take a quick break. Let's get some water. And maybe something to eat. Oh, and I got to take off the runner at third. Yep, I've been forgetting that. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks. Let's see. Oh. All right, Kirkering the pitcher. What are we showing? 3-0, 2.42 ERA, 25 games, 1 save, 22 and third innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, 1.16 whip. Fermin the hitter, 0 for 2, righty versus righty. Top of the inside corner, taken strike 1, four-seam, 95. Low outside corner, sweeper, but called a ball. Should have been a strike. One and one. In there, a sweeper, 85, taken strike 2. I don't think he liked that call either, but... Oh, is he appealing? He's going to lose. Both teams are done with challenging. All right, here's the 1-2. Low and outside. Sweeper 86. Evens the count. 2-2. Down in the zone, but it was definitely a strike. 96. Caught him looking. 1 up, 1 down. Whoops. I forgot to say top 8th. My bad. Top of the 8th. What the heck? Forgot to flip that. Fouled it off. A sweeper. Johnson's 1 for 2. 0-1 the count. He had a single in the 6th. 200 average. He probably hasn't played much. Taken, sinker, 97, outside edge of the plate, 0-2. Oh and 2 count. Righty versus lefty. Johnson takes in the dirt, 1-2 the count. Inside. Low and inside. Swung on, loops it into left field just past the shortstop for a 1-out hit. Padres have a runner at first. That is just their 3rd hit of the game. They had a walk and a 2-run homer. That's how they scored in the 7th. Tatis Jr. line out, fly out, grounded into double play, 271 average, 1 home run. I think it's at 18 RBI. I took it down quick. First pitch popped into right field. That's twice he's hit the first pitch. Other time, I think it was a ground into double play. Fly to right. Throw got away. Runner still holds. Quickly 2 away. First pitch. Sheets 0 for 2, a walk, a strikeout, and a run. Inside and high, 4-seam, 97, ball 1. All right, here's the pitch. Ooh, thought that caught the bottom of the zone, but it's called a ball. Sweeper, 86. Again, we're out of appeals for ABS, so it's whatever the ump calls for the rest of the game for both these clubs. Upstairs, sweeper, 86, ball 3. Kirkering, a little bit of wildness, I guess. Here's the pitch to Sheets. Outside, he walked him on 4 pitches again. At least one of those was a strike, too. That'll bring up Machado, who hit the 2-run homer in the 7th. He's 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and an RBI. But the tying run is on deck. And we do have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Yeah, he blasted one to left last inning. Or that was the 7th, right? Hold on. Losing my coaster here. Oh, boy. All right. Mound visit or mound conference. Umpire's already breaking it up. 8-1 O's lead the Red Sox, bottom of the 6th. 1-1 Guardians Yankees, bottom 7th. 6-1 Giants over the Brewers through 4. All right. Machado, 175 average, 11 home runs, 32 RBI. He picked up a home run and a 2 RBI last at bat. Taking strike one right down the middle, sweeper 87. Taken strike two, four seam, bottom, low outside corner. Quickly 0-2. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Padres batting in the top of the 8th, down by 4. Time called, I think, by the ump. Now we're set. Kirkering. Here's the pitch. Outside to Machado. 1-2. Low and outside. Sweeper 87. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third, over to first in time. Out number 3. No runs. They leave 2. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies coming to bat. They are already leading by 4, looking to add to their 6-2 lead before we head to the top of the 9th. They will send up Garcia, Crawford, and Schwarber. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to try to hit the bathroom. Shouldn't be late. I'll be right back. Thanks. All right, we are back. Just in time. First pitch, outside and high. Ball 1. Liner to center, caught for out number 1. Quickly, 1 up, 1 down for the Phillies in the bottom of the 8th. Oh, yeah, I forgot to look at the poll. We have 27 votes, 59% for the Phillies, 41% for the Padres. Don't forget to vote in the YouTube chat poll. Justin Crawford, double, a walk, 2 runs. He's 1 for 2. Fouled it off, 0-1. Yeah, for some reason I only see the YouTube chat poll on my desktop. So if you don't see it, just let me know in the comments who you think will win, or in the chat, and who you think, or who you're rooting for. It doesn't have to be the same team. 1-1 the count. Low and outside. Here's the pitch. Chopper up the middle. Shortstop takes it in front of the bag. Over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down for the Phillies in the bottom of the 8th. Dump the fans. Last night, Christopher Sanchez lowered his season ERA to 1.46. It is the third lowest by a Phillies pitcher in his first 13 starts of his season. Who are the two other pitchers ahead of him? I don't know. Steve Carlton. That's the first name that comes to mind. John Denny, 145 and 84. And Grover Cleveland Alexander, 137 in 1960. Now, there's an old name. Hall of Famer. 1-1 count. Slider taken. Strike one. 1-1 the count to Schwarber. 2 outs. Nobody on in the 8th. Bounces one in the dirt. Changeup 89. 2-1 the count. Yeah, I used to play a lot of like dice and card games or that old spinner ball, baseball. And Grover Cleveland Alexander was a dominant pitcher. I think it was Sports Illustrated Baseball, All-Star Baseball, or Superstar Baseball by Sports Illustrated. Fouled it off 2-2. Man, I still have that game. I think I put it in the attic. I may have to bust that out sometime. All right, 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. 4-seam. We'll do it again. All right, again. Oh, France. Wait, who? Oh, never mind. Peralta delivers in the dirt, a slider, full count, 3-2 now. I got to figure out how to make, I got to find a MLB symbol with the logo with the rounded corners. Mine is not. Swung on and missed a sinker, 97, just out of the zone upstairs. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We head to the top of the 9th. Phillies lead by 4. 6-2. France, Merrill, Bogarts up. Due up for the Padres. And we played 8 innings in just over 2.5 hours. All right, you know what? I should thank play-by-play with JJ for his raid. Before the game ends. And okay, I'm muted, so I don't have to worry about that. All right. Just wanted to all right. Just about set for the 9th here. Alvarado, the lefty, heads in. 2-1 record, 5.31 ERA, 26 games, 1 save, 20 and a third innings pitched, 26 strikeouts, 1.72 whip. Padres down to their last 3 outs. Hey, Jack, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, just not a fan of either team, but just wearing the hat. Phillies works, and yeah, And the shows up better on the shelf. Called strike, sinker 97. 0-1 to tie France. 0 for 2 and a walk. And a strikeout. Lefty versus righty. Fouled it off. Thanks for being here, Jack. Appreciate it. 0-2, a sinker, 97. And we will not have closed captioning. I promise in the next stream or ever again. I didn't realize you couldn't turn it off. My mistake. Inside on a cutter, 90. 1-2 the count. Go Padres baseball. Here's the pitch. Fouled off a cutter, 92. Foul territory, third base side. Off the screen. Long run for the left field ball girl. One and two pitch. Upstairs, missed on a sinker, 98. 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter out of the cleanup spot for the Padres today, France. Upstairs, sinker, 97, full count. Hey, we got 19 likes. Could we get to 20 before the end? That'd be sweet. Yep. Fouled off. Sinker, 98. Do it again. Yeah, no, I'm not. So good luck. I'm sure you'll do well. I am thinking of getting the MLB package, though, and maybe doing Blue Jays games. Phillies play the White Sox next. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, France walks. Padres get a leadoff. Yeah, I used to watch a little bit of everything. The closest I've ever been to watching soccer was when my youngest son had EPL, or he was into soccer, and we watched English Premier League. Sorry, doing a live stream. Can't answer the door right now. Lefty versus lefty. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Sinker, 98. Strike one. Hope you're doing well, Dr. Delay. Takes outside. 1-1. Just missed. Oh, gotcha. I hear you. Yeah, I don't know how you would call soccer. There's so many people that do it too. No, I've never been into soccer. Swung on and missed. Strike two. On a cutter. I remember when they had indoor soccer. I think that was more exciting. All right, some discussion here.
For the grounds crew, they got to come out. The mound is having an issue. He's having an issue with the mound.
Mound issue. Yep, thank you. All right, slight delay. They're out to rake the mound. All right, so we got Orioles 8, Red Sox 1, bottom 7th. Yankees up 2-1 on the Guardians, heading to the bottom of the 8th. Giants 6, Brewers 1, heading to the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, that's Pirates, Astros tonight. Blue Jays at Braves tonight. Royals at Twins, A's at Cubs, and Dodgers at Diamondbacks. So a lighter day on Thursday. Yep, there was a bit of a hole in front of the pitching rubber they're repairing. Yeah, I'm hoping the Hurricanes will freaking win finally. All right, he's going to get a warm-up tossed. All righty. Hey, we got to 20 likes. Thank you. Oh, you like the Twins, then the Padres, Jack. Okay. I said I want the Canes. I said Canes in 6. Yeah. Yeah. I Canes in 6 is what I said. All right. Here's the 2-2, low and outside, 3-2. And yes, spoiler alert, we're a little behind here, a couple pitches behind. Nothing I can do off the streaming app, Peacock. Merrill the hitter, Alvarado the pitcher, lefty, 3-2 count, nobody out. Runner at first, long drive into right. That is gone off the Toyota sign. Wow, what a blast. And the Padres are back within 2. Every time you think they're dead and done and dusted, they get right back into the game. 4 runs on 4 hits. 2 of them 2-run bombs. And I just put it on the wrong team. Awesome. Trailing by 4 in the top of the 9th. They now trail by 2. But the bases are cleared now. Yeah, I don't really like the brown yellow. It looks like Brown's chicken to me. It brings up bad memories of the 1984 National League Championship Series too. Merrill, baby. Super Padres, yeah. San Diego Superchargers. Yeah, it's sad that they're in LA. Sad that the Clippers are in LA too. Like LA needs more teams. 1-1 the count. Getting distracted here. No problem. My fault. Bogarts against Alvarado. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Up with it over to first in time. That is out number 1. Padres down 2. Down to their last 2 outs. But yeah, San Diego Padres still obviously in San Diego, but nobody else. Bullpen action. I think that was Bolin, a righty, warming up. Yeah, Bolin getting warmed up in the Philadelphia bullpen. Inside on a ball, 1-0. Cutter, 92. Andahar, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Popped it up. Shallow center. Center fielder to the right field side. Catches it for out number 2. Padres down to their last out. Bowen, a pinch hitter. Jace Bowen, 1 for 7, 143 average. A righty. Number 4 on his uniform. Yeah, it's hard to root for the Padres as I have flashbacks to the 84 series and Steve Garvey and ugh. But wouldn't say I'm a Phillies fan either. Taken on the inside edge of the plate, a sinker, 98, and both teams out of ABS challenges. I don't think I've had a game where both teams were already out. excuse me, like in the 7th. Upstairs, sinker 98, misses 1-1. I hope the Chargers eventually move back. They're just second fiddle to the Rams. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Fouled off. 1-2. They're down to their last bullet, last strike. Fans get to their feet. Start clapping in Philly. All right. Alvarado delivers upstairs. He missed on a sinker. 98. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off his ankle. 2-2. Yeah. Bowen going to have to walk this one off. Plus 20 in Regina. Let's see. What is it here? We're already 83 today. That high is 84 at 4 o'clock. I'm going to have to turn on the air eventually. Yes, get rid of Spanos. Exactly. All right, their trainer is out to look at Bowen. We got a delay because he fouled that off his leg. Yeah, 83, high of 84. We're due for rain the next few days. All right, here's the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, 2-run game, top of the 9th. Swung on and missed, chased a cutter nearly in the dirt for strike 3. They were down 3-0. They were down 3-2. They were down 6-2. They got back to within 6-4, but a loss is a loss. Phillies sweep all 3 games of this series. 4th season sweep of an opponent in franchise history. Wait, what? Oh, season sweep. Wait. Season series sweep. Minimum 6 games. Oh, okay. Not interleague or anything. All right. Wheeler improves to 5-1. Giolito drops to 2-1. The pitchers of record. Whoops. All right. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Hope you'll join me for hockey tonight. We'll do a little wrap up here. Ugh. Need to take this off. It's too tight. All right, so yeah, 442 610 Need to we'll check the scores. Let me update the records on this other box real quick before we head on out. Padres dropped to 32-29. Phillies improved to 33-29. All right, please like and subscribe before you head on out. Follow on Twitch if you already have a Twitch account. It is the same live stream. It is faster there, though, and it is commercial free. 6-4 your final. Phillies sweep the 3-game series. All right, let's end the Twitch stream there. There we go. All right. So they came up with 2 in the 7th, 2 in the 9th, but those 3 in the 7th undid their rally, you know. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Bowen overmatched. Was he the pinch hitter there? Yeah. Yeah, it was tough. You know, we were Padres only got 4 hits too. They were getting no hit for, I don't know, was it 5 1/3 or something ridiculous? Yep. Padres offense. Yeah, exactly. They didn't have 4 hits, 2 of them 2-run homers. That's it. Yep, got that. I think 32-29 Padres, 33-29 Philly. I know it's hard to see on my graphic. Tony Gwynn's San Diego Padres favorite base. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's what makes that 94 season all that more frustrating, because everybody remembers that the Expos were in first and like the White Sox were in first. But don't forget, Tony Gwynn was hitting like 394, the closest anybody's been to 400. Right? Since 1941 when Ted Williams hit 406. I don't think anybody's been close. Not much at all. Need more. Yeah, for sure. Need more. Need more. All right, let's check out the box score, then we'll revisit the numbers. All right, so Giolito dropped to 2-1. He gave up 3 runs, 2 earned, thanks to Matsui, a throwing error on a pickoff attempt. That was another huge run. He gave up 6 hits and a walk. He was pitching a gem. He had only given up 1, and then he gave up home run and double to start the 5th, and they gave him the hook. He only had 1 walk, did give up a home run, and he struck out 5. Matsui, scoreless inning. Marinaccio, a scoreless inning. Morejon gave up 3 earned runs and a third. Peralta got him out of it, an inning and 2/3. Wheeler had a gem going, but he gave up a 2-run homer eventually. 5-1 is his record. 2 earned runs on 2 hits and 3 walks. He gave up that home run, and he had 8 strikeouts. Kerkering pitched a scoreless 8th. Alvarado gave up 2 on a 2-run homer, but nailed it down in the 9th. Padres, Johnson actually was 2 for 3 out of the 4 hits. Oof. Machado with the 2 RBIs on the 2-run homer, and Merrill 2-run homer, 2 RBIs. Runs scored, Sheets, Machado, France, and Merrill. For the Phillies, 2-hit day for Stott and Bohm. 2 runs scored, Harper, 1 Turner. Crawford and Harper, 2 runs scored. Garcia and Turner, 1 run scored. 5 RBIs. Yeah, they had the unearned run. Garcia, Stott, Bohm, Marsh, and Turner. Phillies are impressive. Schwarber, that man can hit homers like crazy. Yep. Today, though, they got a home run from Garcia, his 5th. Machado's 11th for the Padres, and Merrill's 6th. I thought they had, not a lot of extra base hits. Crawford had his 9th double. And that was it. Let's see. Padres were 0 for 1 in runners in scoring position, and they left 4 on base. Phillies were 4 of 16 and left 7 on base. All right, like and subscribe before you head on out, and follow on Twitch. Thanks for supporting my channel. Hope to see you tonight we'll have game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals for you. Vegas leads 1-0, so hopefully Carolina will win. That's going to do it. Sinbin Stream signing out, wishing you all the best. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Hope to see you next time. We got Brewers A's coming up Monday at 9, so that'll be the next baseball broadcast. I'm looking into getting MLB TV and maybe doing Blue Jays games. Yep, see you tonight, Kieran. Thank you. All right, take care. Have a great day, and bye-bye.